Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Don't be stupid. Don't podcast. Be
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? What's up, Tom?
What's up? We go,
What's up, Tom?
Man, hot temperature. It's hot.
What was it today? What did it get to?
I don't know, man. This is too fucking
100.
hot up here. I know that fucking much.
Hot.
It was like, what, 101 when we left work?
Was it that hot?
Shit. That's why,
was hot.
that's what my car said, but who knows? It's been sitting there.
I know there's motherfuckers out there talking about, man, they die for some heat. But they don't understand.
Ain't
You know,
nobody dying for
I
no
mean, you got motherfuckers out there living in them blizzard areas.
They ain't
They
dying.
be
Not
cold.
right now. They
They're
ain't
not
dying
right
for
now,
any
but I'm
heat
talking
right
when
now.
it's cold. They be like, fuck, they would die for some heat.
Yeah, well, shit, in the wintertime, we be dying for it, too, until it get here.
This motherfucker shit, it's hot in sack. It get hot in the motherfucking sack. It's instead that fucked up dry ass hot too.
That's good, though.
What's up, B? How you doing, bro? Obviously, you kind of let me know right now because you getting like that middle.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just, I guess, a little drained, I guess. But I'm here.
Oh yeah. Before I fucked up, y'all would have heard me ask them saying they look lethargic. But since I fucked up, you'll never get to hear that part.
That's all right.
Take two.
Take
right.
two with shit, you know what I'm saying? But y'all both look like y'all tired, like y'all, fucking just want to relax, just go home and chill, go to sleep.
That heat a motherfucker, boy. It
do something to
whoop
you,
you.
do
So at the
something
end
to
of the day, we doing the podcast at the end of the day after work.
Yeah.
You know, me and Tony work outside, so
Shit.
it takes a toll on you a little bit. Sometimes you got to get going. So
To the point where I got two drinking motherfuckers. I mean, they drink their ass off. Both of them can knock down, they fuck a bar up, and neither one of them got a drink in their hand. That's how tired their ass is.
It depends on bar, though.
Shit.
It depends on the bar.
it don't depend on no bar with me.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
they
don't think
do
it
with
fit in
me.
the
Give
bar
me a
either.
drink.
I'll go to the old VFW. I can do some damage. Them drinks is cheap.
Tone.
I do damage wherever I go.
That's what I'm thinking with Tone, too.
Until you be like, man, that's some bullshit. I spent how much time?
Yeah, next morning you might be
Got buyer's remorse and shit back.
I spent $12 on that drink.
pulling out what's left in your pocket.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
how much money did I spend last night?
But still, I mean, it ain't free, but shit, you brought it, so you ain't drinking it.
I'm gonna give me something to this little bit.
Go get you a little something a little later, right? Something a little later.
I'm telling you, go to VFW. That's Jack and Coke.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you.
be
Let me ask you
$2.
this question, both of y'all. What is the purpose for drinking? I know why I drink, but I'm asking y'all that question. Why do you drink?
Jackson, who you want to ask?
Either one of y'all, speak up.
It's in my DNA. I ain't gonna lie.
It's in your DNA.
Pops was a heavy drinker.
Yeah, man.
My
My
pops
pop,
was a
my
heavy
pops,
drinker,
my
too.
pops was too.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
It's in the DNA, man.
He ain't no more, but he was.
Yeah, my pop stopped 87, 88, drinking like that.
I drink. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a mind. I'm sure it's a mind thing, but when I get home from work, it's like that's the first thing I'm thinking about. So if I'm working out,
Yeah.
then that means I gotta, postpone that drink. If I'm not working out, when I walk in the house, I go straight to the cabinet and I fix me a drink. I drink that up to the shower, take a shower, figure out what I'm gonna eat. And like I say, if I'm not doing anything,
Right.
then usually I wait until like after I eat. Mind you, this window's real short because I'm old, so I go to bed early. I grab that second drink, and that second drink is usually what I'll drink. Excuse me. I'll drink, and then that takes me to bed. Sometimes I wake up and that drink's still sitting there.
So they say the body adapts. Do you think you even feel that first drink?
Yeah, I feel it sometimes. It depends.
Okay.
Like it depends on what I'm drinking. So, like my body lets me know that when I'm drinking way too much. So, like for a while, especially like during basketball season, I have a tendency to when our kids were playing,
Right.
when I'm watching, especially if I'm watching it online or something, I have a tendency to drink. I'm very superstitious, so I got like certain things. If I was doing something and something good happened, so I'll do that all the time.
Right.
So, I was drinking this certain drink a certain way when this happened. So now every time I get ready to sit down and watch a game, I need that drink straight, and I'll drink it. But then, real quick before you go, Tone, what I was gonna say, my body lets me know, because after a while I start noticing that I don't know, you start feeling bad. It's not. I'm not even talking about the hangover part. It's just like when you're drinking, the high is not the same. So sometimes I either change up, I go back to like light beers and stuff like that. That's my idea of cleaning my system out.
Light beer.
Yeah, light beer.
No H2O. No, it's just
He said, I slow
light
down my
beer.
drinking.
It's
I go
light.
light beer.
it's light.
Yeah, that in summertime have you drinking a little lighter, but
Yeah.
then I eventually go back to my hard. I like dark alcohol, so.
Damn. Tone, chime in, bro.
Oh no, believe me. I need to. Some days I gotta just drink water, because I feel like, because like you said, you feel a certain way. You feel like not, like you said, not the hangover, but you feel like a certain way where I need to detoxify myself
Yeah,
or some
something
shit.
telling you, something inside of you saying,
it's
I
like,
gotta get this
that's
up out of
me. The last 2 weeks, I had to drink a gallon of water just to flush that out, so I can get back into my routine. And even though I'm a social drinker, like here on the podcast, I'm gonna toss it back. No problem.
Part of
You might need to redefine social for me.
I remember, but listen, I don't have a whole lot of friends, so when that time comes around, I take advantage of it.
Tone, part of not feeling right. Yeah, I mean, it goes with everything. Even when so you don't feel the high is different,
Right.
when you've been drinking for a while.
Right.
The other thing is like you feel. I mean, of course, the obvious stuff. Like, I hate to be descriptive, but like, when you go pee, you seeing that. Damn, this thing it don't
ain't
look
not
good.
clear.
Golden brown.
Exactly. You need to. You start knowing. And you start asking
Yeah.
yourself, well, when's the last time I drank a bottle of water?
See some
I'm telling
clear
you.
urine.
Because I know, because I've been here lately. Like I say, I've been letting, because it's gotten hot out here. So I've been instead of going to the water and stuff, I find myself going to my refrigerator, my beverage refrigerator out in the garage to get like a Gatorade or something. And then I look over to the left right there, and there's margarita sitting there pre-made, and you're like, that's refreshing.
It is.
That's refreshing. So instead of getting that water that I was gonna get, I get that tall glass of margarita, and it's refreshing. But at the same time, I'm just putting more pollutant into my body.
So
more
you
entertaining.
both think you drink because it's inherited. You just something.
No, that's not the reason why I drink.
Okay, why?
I drink because I drink for the mood changer. So it helps me relax.
Relax.
So, like for instance, today we didn't have the podcast today.
Right.
Today would have been me coming home. I'd have been whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna say stressed, but whatever. Feeling the way because of the workload today after a holiday, the heat. Coming home in traffic or whatever. So when I get home, that drink helps me unwind. Mind you, I only have 2 drinks.
Right.
So I always, my cutoff is always after my second drink. Even on the weekend, a lot of times I feel myself cutting off after 2 drinks, not unless I'm out with folks.
Right.
And we out just drinking. But when I'm at home by myself, for the most part, 2 drinks, but mind 2 strong drinks. So I'm drinking straight.
Oh yeah.
I'm drinking straight
Yeah,
whiskey.
yeah.
And
or
Tom,
bourbon.
Nah, I'm the same way, man. I gotta mellow out, man. Or I'm gonna kick a dog or something.
Well, it's funny. I think it's that we all drink for the same reason. Then
dog.
I drink when I do drink. It's just to mellow out. It's just to like.
I be feeling
stress.
like you drink
Yes.
just to. You be more of a. You
I'm
are
a
more of a social
drinker.
drinker.
I am a social drinker.
So you just drinking to.
I'm with my people.
mix
I'm
in-
chilling. I'm
yeah, just to mix
I'm
in with-
blending
with
I
us.
am a social drinker. I
'Cause-
feel like I'm social, but when I do drink with myself, like you said, like when I'm home and I need a drink, my mind has been racing all day and I'm tired and I just want to unwind. Then I drink more of the wine. You know what I'm saying? That's more my speed.
I know, like, if you come over my house, you can't sit there for like. I mean, basically, as soon as you walk in, I go straight to the cabinet
We get a drink.
and I get drinks out.
Right.
Same way when I go over to Tony's house.
Yeah.
As soon as I walk in, we can't sit there no longer than like 5 minutes before
Need a
Tony's, in the cabinet pulling out shit. You can come here because he's not a drinker
Right.
like that,
Right.
and you can sit all night. And if you don't mention it, you don't say nothing. He ain't mentioning no alcohol.
Yes.
Because it's not even on his
First of all,
mind.
Guess we drinking
first
some
of all,
Hi-C.
between just
And it's on my
you know
mind.
this already. You come in my house, anything in here that's in the cabinet in the refrigerator, eat it, drink it. I
No,
don't
no,
care.
but I'm saying it's
I ain't
not on
gonna
your
bring it
mind.
up.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying, it's not on your mind to be like,
it's not
hey,
on my
you
mind to drink like
want
that.
something to drink?
No.
You
I
got some.
don't think
You got
like
some
that.
wine though.
No,
See,
but
as soon as Tony walks in the door, I automatically think,
Go get him a drink.
oh, Tony's here.
But you give
and
me
he
a
wanna
drink every
drink.
time I go over there like that too. You automatically we want something to drink, and we get something to drink.
Well,
I just don't drink it as much as you do.
like I say, I know you don't drink like that.
Right.
So I'm not offering you a drink. I'm not offering you a drink because you walked in the door. When you walk in the door in my house, you're my excuse to start drinking. So you walked in, I'm like, well, shit,
You got to entertain.
I got company.
Damn.
Yeah, you got
I
company.
got company. Let me pull my drink
I'm
out.
his excuse. I'm gonna remember that shit.
You're my excuse to start drinking. So I'm like, oh, we got company. Let me get my
there's-
bottles out.
There's a certain procedures you go about when it's that company.
Right.
There's a way that you know that of like, I'm gonna offer you, even though in the back of my mind, I know you ain't gonna want it, but I'm gonna offer it anyway. Hey, because if you don't, I will.
Yeah. But with you though, because our wives are friends, I knew she was drinking because she was always in our group.
Right.
Kev, like I say, Kev always just drank to because we were all drinking, so he just drank. Because if we didn't drink, then he didn't have no problem with not drinking either.
Yeah, she would drink. I wouldn't drink. I wasn't.
Yeah.
That was her thing. Leading to that though, what's happening? I've noticed that now that I drink a little bit more.
Do you?
A little bit more. I drink a little bit more. Other things I do, I would keep off the camera. I drink a little bit more.
In California, you can do that.
I know that. We drink a little bit more. I do everything a lot more than I ever did. I just picked the one habit last year, so you just got to be real about it.
Habit.
But what I've noticed is that, of course, my metabolism has slowed down, but this fucking weight, that shit is jumping on me like it ain't shit.
So is this an intervention?
For me.
Oh, I thought y'all
not
was
for
trying
y'all.
to tell me something.
For me. For me. And,
Yeah, I
and I was
gained
chopping
some.
up with my boy Al. I was saying, man, I got a membership, lifetime. My renewal fee this year was $18. Why ain't my ass at the gym when it opened up on the 15th right? I need to be my ass in the gym. I need to get back to it. I mean, because the shit is fucked up, man. You can't be walking around like a oompa. That's how I feel, getting bloated and shit. How y'all feeling about the weight that you picked up in this COVID shit?
I know. I just came back from 2 weeks and I bloated as a motherfucker.
God damn.
You got to keep it. I mean, you got to be real about it. I mean, we're not happy with ourselves. I mean, because I see my stomach or I see my titties. So it's like, damn, where that come from?
Got moves.
But if you just be real about it and look around, it don't take you long to figure out.
Somebody out there worse than you.
Somebody, 90% of the people, 90-something% of the people out there
But-
worse.
but that's
I mean,
not-
think of, you gotta look at you're 50-something years old, 50 years old. And you look at other cats, you ain't gotta look at cats that's 50. Look at cats that's 40 up. So that's 10,
30-something, yeah,
that's
that's
10
right.
years under you.
Yeah.
And you look at them cats and you be like, shit, I'm still doing, you still doing all right. It's just that
But
you ain't
I-
what you.
You can go lower.
Yeah, I've always been.
Yeah, you're right. You can't go
You
lower.
could be 30 something. You could be in the
You
30s
can,
and
but
look
you
like
have
a
to
hot
be
mess.
about you though, right? How do you feel walking around? And I noticed that I feel like sluggish, tired. I don't feel as good as I usually feel. I'm like, I'm letting things pass. I normally would jump in and get some energy and get things done. It's like the yard. I'm like, yeah, okay. I get to that
Motivation,
motherfucker
bruh.
when I get to it.
You need that motivation, bro.
Yeah,
I just
motivation might be it, but tired. Like I don't want to get out in the sun and do that shit.
I just realized I got a window. I got this window where I got that energy.
Right.
So I need to be productive in that window.
Yep.
So there's a certain window during the day
Right,
that I can get a lot of stuff done.
right.
If I go too early, I'm not gonna get, I'm gonna feel tired. If I go too late, I'm gonna feel tired. I need to do something in that window. And a lot of times I can, once I start in that window, I can carry outside of the window. But I got that window. And that's just
So
That's
let
just
me
an
make sure I
old-ass
got this
window.
right. If your window, I'm being hypothetical here. If your window's from 8 to 5, as long as you start at 4,
8 to 5.
I'm just saying.
That's a big ass window.
Let's say 8 to 5. As long as you
All
start
damn
at 4,
day. God damn.
As long as you start at
That's a
4,
garage
day
door.
right
it can carry you to 7. You can finish up.
So
I'm being hypothetical.
yeah, you're
I'm
right.
saying
But let's
shit.
make that
Yeah.
window. The window's like 8 to 10. 8 to 9.
Like 8 to 5. That's a
Yeah.
yard sale timing.
As long as you start at 9,
So
you can
if
go ahead and finish
if
up.
I start within that window,
Right.
so yeah, I can carry that. I can carry. Truthfully, what you said, I can carry that all through the day
Right.
if I can, keep going. But sometimes,
Right.
but that's just what it is. I mean, shit, I just ain't got that energy. Like I can't just, even when you were younger, you didn't have you might not have energy all day, but you could turn it on, turn it off anytime you needed to. Like you could be damn near asleep,
Wow.
and somebody walk in the house and be like, hey Kev, they hooping up at the so and so, let's go,
Right.
and you be like, wow,
Tony, you got that shit
I ain't
too?
doing that shit no more.
You got that shit too, Tony?
I don't want to do no kind of workout, but I have to.
So you got that OLD too, huh?
I gotta listen. There be days where it be, like we said, it's like 101, 104, and I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
man, by the time I get home, and I'm thinking either I'm gonna go or I don't, right?
Yeah.
Because if I go, I'm gonna get that pump, and it's gonna feel good. I'm like, man, I'm glad I
Yeah.
did that shit. Get that,
How you say it?
Get that pump.
Why you gotta put so much emphasis on pump?
It's the mic.
That pump. No, that's you.
gotta get that
Watch.
pump.
It ain't the mic. Get that pump.
See, you hear it?
It was pump.
Get that pump.
No, you said
Yeah,
pump.
yeah,
See, there you
it's
go.
called
again.
motivation.
He got
Pump.
a little bit, got a little something on it. A little
Yeah,
shit.
got it.
pump. Get that pump.
You can't put no spice on it?
You put some. That's what I was asking. Why you put that? spice
Because
on
you
it?
gotta get motivated, dude. You gotta get
Now
get hype.
you gotta get motivated now.
Not right now.
So why you put the
I'm
emphasis on
just-
pump?
I'm explaining to you where I need that time right there to get the pump.
There you go again.
I heard it that time.
The pump.
That,
Pump.
like,
How you saying it? The
what is it?
pump.
What's it?
Y'all,
Pump,
what-
pump,
I
pump.
think
all
I
the time.
think y'all need to say it to get the pump so you can get motivated.
Pistol grip pump
Say
on my
it.
lap at all times.
See, there you go.
There
Pump.
it is.
Pump.
He hyped because he got a pistol grip.
Pump.
Hey, pistol grip pump. That's what he said.
Nah, I gotta get motivated, man, because I'm gonna feel stupid when I don't do it too. Because I'm
Well,
be
you
like,
know what's interesting about what you said is I think I'm the same way. If I go from work to the gym, I'm good. I can go work out, no problem. I go from work to home to work out. That's a different shit.
now when I had the gym membership, I made a routine. Like today, I'm gonna get off early, so
Yep.
I know if I get off early, I'm going.
Right.
Right. Even if I go late, I'm like, damn, I might have 30 to 45 minutes.
Right.
Even though I used to do stupid ass hour to hour and a half, right?
Right.
But now that I got a gym at home, boy,
It's hot in that motherfucker out there. I got a nice gym.
But
out
it's
in the garage.
easy. It's
hot.
easy. It's
easy.
convenient, but it's
Yeah.
also easy to back out.
It's easy to back
Because
out.
you
I can
got
do
it.
tomorrow.
Easy to back out.
So-
And I'll back the fuck out like Michael Jackson.
The thing is though, is it's because it's at the house. You have a tendency to put it. Oh, I can
Get
I
to
can
it
do
in
it
a
a little
minute.
later. I can do it a little
Yeah,
later. I can do it a little later.
procrastination.
Where I was doing it at the house first, right? When you was going to the gym and stuff, and at that point, it's because it's all like what do you call it to make it a habit? you have to do it so many days and it becomes a habit.
you
It was crazy how
days, so many times.
yeah, it was crazy how it became a habit for me. So I would get home from work, and even though I drove home, see, it's funny because I do the exact same thing, and now I'm beat when I get home, tired. And then I used to come home and have that energy, like even though it'd be hot, I'd be sweating like you say, like a slave up in the
Runaway slave and shit, huh?
But I'll be up in there, and I had that energy.
Yeah.
You know, so I still had that energy. It would carry over. But now, because I haven't been
Shit is fun.
consistent with it.
Yeah.
It feels like a chore now. Like it's a big.
That's what I said. And
big job to
I
be able to
gotta
knock
get
that
back on it. I mean, I keep telling myself since the gym is going to open up, I should start there.
So you want to go back to the gym?
It's not that I want to go back to the gym. I want to get back into the cycle of working out. And I feel like if I get started, like the gym, this is the beauty I know about the gym. It's about anything that I do. If I tell myself, if I can get in the car and start driving, I'm good,
But you can.
right? But that's been my trick I've used for years to work out. Once I get in the car and I start driving, it's over. I can work out. But I'm working out at home now. So there ain't no car to jump in, right? It's get dressed and get my ass out in the garage and get to it. And I just can't seem to get going. So I'm trying to say I could trick myself by starting at the gym, and once I start getting my rhythm of working out and my everything working the way I want to, get out of there. Because I really don't want to go to the gym. I really don't.
I'd
want to
rather
do all that
work out
shit.
at home.
I'd rather work out at home, but I just can't get a rhythm going yet.
The problem with home, the biggest obstacle is your phone.
Oh yeah.
That phone is just
Phone, TV,
you picking up that
basketball
phone. You
games,
find
this
yourself on that phone. You be like between every set, you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you got to put the phone
Yeah,
down.
when I
like
go to-
my last workout, I put the phone aside. Matter of fact, I used my phone, but I did the timer. You know, I did the timer thing
Right,
so I could get
right.
because I was taking too much time in between reps. So I used the timer for my phone, which I couldn't use it for nothing else then. So that happened, and I got a way better workout, and I knocked it out. Where I noticed that when I wasn't using it, like when I was, trying to get back into my workout, it was taking me all morning to get half of the workout that I was doing before.
Right.
With the timer, I got all my exercises in. I got them all knocked out, and I was done. And it's just, me personally, I just got to leave that phone alone. I became one of those people I see in the that I
Get
see
all
at the
distracted
gym.
on
It's
your
all
phone
the
and shit.
Yeah.
You be taking up my damn equipment on the phone.
Yeah, I became one of those people.
Hey, bruh, using that? Yeah. I've been sitting
Hurry
there
the fuck up, man.
I've been sitting there
Goddamn
staring
phone.
at you for 5 minutes and you ain't did
you
not a
texting
damn
shit?
set. What the fuck? No, Kev, you should actually set your phone to go off to remind you to go work out.
I probably should, Tom, but I had a time.
You gonna give me
I had
excuses?
a time, and I know what time I need to work out, but my time has always been 3 o'clock. From 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock is my workout time, right?
Yeah.
My problem is, well, my job, it started at 4 in the morning and it should just go all fucking day. So I'll be working out, motherfucker call me, for conference calls coming up, meetings coming up. Something's coming up in between that time. That's why I really want to actually go back to the office too, because I used to be, I went to work
Why
from
don't you
6
work
to
out in the
2:30.
morning?
Because my team gets up there. My team's at work at 5 o'clock, 4 and 5 o'clock. So they're calling, doing whatever they're doing.
Do you get a better workout in the morning or in the
better,
afternoon?
way better in the morning.
When's the best time for your workout?
Shit. I've tried it in the morning. I feel good, but I ain't eat nothing to burn off, nothing like that. So
They say your body burns all day when you work out in the morning. If you work out in the morning, your body.
I mean,
burns all day.
I feel good when you work out. Like for me, when I started trying to work out in the morning, right? I had to make sure I got up at that time when I needed to. That is another good way too to make you get up and do it, because from me getting up to working out and getting ready to go to work, I got a real fucking short window. So I had to get up and actually.
You gotta knock it out.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta
bullshit, you can't be
none of this
bullshitting around,
bullshit.
knock it
I mean,
out.
I don't bullshit in the afternoon because all I need is my music, and I just zone out. Hopefully, somebody doesn't open the garage door and ask me 50 questions about what I want for dinner.
Since we on life, it seems like it's what we talking about right now.
Yeah, it sound like we a workout show.
We're a workout show, but just life. Do you when you talk, like we sit here, we talk about this stuff. We talk about a lot of shit. right? We talk. I mean, people don't know the shit we talk about. But one subject that I noticed that we don't talk about, and a lot of people don't talk about, is money. Why do you think motherfuckers stay away from talking about money?
Some people got it and some people don't.
I don't even know that it's. I mean,
No.
like say with us three,
Right.
I don't feel the need to talk about money with you because I just feel like your money is your money, my money is my money. If there's something that's gonna make my money grow
Right.
that you for sure about,
Yeah.
then I'm sure that vice versa, we're gonna let each other know. If somebody needs some money because they, maybe something happened or something,
Yeah.
that's something that I just figure we already know that, hit me up. You know what? I'll tell you this. I don't come from a family. My in-laws are very money driven,
Right.
and that's all they talk about.
Money.
So you can't watch the game because that's what they want to talk about. You can't, everything comes back to money, comes back to making money, trying to get, money. It's always money.
Right.
So me from the position I'm in, looking at what they talking about, is kind of like, that's not what I want to talk about.
So for you, money is painful conversation because
Painful.
no, when I say painful
It's
because
painful. It ain't painful.
when I say a painful conversation, it means that when you constantly hear about money and all people talk about is money all the time, right? It doesn't put you in a position to want to discuss your financial future or your financial literacy or your financial, let's say, path that you're taking, whatever you're setting out for yourself. Because
Right.
you feel like you're always hearing the conversation about money. It's like all we do is talk about money all the time. Is that how you take it, or do you take it as
Take
it's
it
just a
as
conversation I
annoying.
just don't want to discuss it every day?
Yeah, it's like, first of all, it's not painful. I don't feel pain. It's no pain from talking about money. It's just
It's painful for me.
Well,
Go
they
ahead.
talk about money all the time. So I don't, if I'm ready to watch the game, I want to watch the game.
Right.
If I'm out having fun and stuff, let's have fun. I don't want to talk about
Money.
how much money you got, how much money, or what you're doing to make your money. And nowadays, a lot of cats want to talk about different ways of how they're doing it. They're not talking Bitcoin. They're talking all these different things.
Right. Diversification of
And
the portfolio, trying to figure out how they can make more money.
Yeah, that.
That.
And so
Yeah, that.
there's another part of it that's like,
Y'all stupid.
there's another part of it that's like Tony just said, it's annoying. It's kind of like, I get it, but it's just like me talking basketball with somebody who ain't really all about basketball. They don't want to talk basketball. I know money is important, let's say to you, for instance, and you're learning how to invest, you're learning how to do this and that. And a lot of people, I think the mistake a lot of those people make when they're all into their investments, they think that everybody
Should be into their
should be into this. You don't understand what you're not doing with your money.
Nah.
In reality, some people ain't just about that money. It's like me and you talking shoe talk.
Right.
We talking about, the next sneaker coming out. There's a lot of cats that can give a shit about the next sneaker, and they know that they probably need to step their sneaker game up.
Right.
But they don't care.
Right.
And that's the way I feel about money sometimes. Yeah, I would love to have, millions of dollars,
Right.
but I don't feel like talking about diversifying my portfolio
Yeah.
I just don't, that just ain't me.
No,
Now,
and
maybe one day somebody
it
tell me
should-
something
it
and
shouldn't be-
it make me all that.
It shouldn't be if you're not ready for the conversation. Tony, you was gonna say something.
Oh, I thought you was talking about me and my
Hey,
shoe
if
game.
you want
What?
to get some, get me one. Get me one.
There's nothing wrong with your shoe game.
Oh, okay, thanks, man.
Go
I
ahead.
appreciate it.
Go
Shit.
ahead. You were gonna say something?
I got my slip-ons. I ain't, I'm
About-
trying to be relaxed.
about- whatever you grab is good.
Just give me them. Truly love with you, girl. Get that watermelon.
So,
kiwi.
Tony, you were gonna say?
I know I got relatives and stuff, and they well educated. Probably make some good bread, but I guess maybe my family's not like his family, and they're not in-laws either. But they don't money is not. Even though they drive around in Benzes, kind of showing a little success, but that's fine. What are you supposed to do, man? Just get your shit. But they don't talk about money so much.
I don't like this.
All right.
You don't like it? It's not
So-
hard.
And I totally get our environment, how we talk, how we act, and why we don't discuss money, right? And I'm not advocating that we do discuss money, but what I am advocating to say is that just like there's a bare minimum, you know about basketball, Tony, right? You know the bare minimum, right? You say, I know some about basketball. I know what it is. I know this or that. Just like it might be me talking to you about all the stuff I need to do for the podcast, right? Or to do the podcast. Y'all know the bare minimum. I don't think
Minimum.
I don't think as a whole, and I'm not saying this to advocate talking about money,
Right.
that we, the 99% people out there, know the bare minimum about money, and we not living the way we should be living. I don't want to be I don't want to be dominant rich, but I want to be what you were saying, Eric. I don't want to have a discussion about money because I know I can pay for my shit and everything's good. At what cost though?
But you got to, okay, first question, you just said something else that made me think of another question.
Right.
First question I was going to say is why does money have to mean, why do we have to have an understanding of money?
Why do we have to understand of money?
Yeah.
Because every day I go to work, I get a paycheck, and I pay my bills.
See, now,
Right.
Period.
Right? You get a paycheck and you pay your bills.
Period.
But I'm asking you, and I'm asking you, Tone, right? Do you feel like that?
Wait a minute,
you're
don't
that
ask
much-
another question because I just want to know the answer to that one.
Right, to get a paycheck.
So,
and pay my bills. Right.
so it's that, to some people, it's that simple, and they'll leave it at that. They'll leave it there. They're happy with that. They don't want to know the definition, or however you want to say it, the understanding of money. To them, it doesn't go any further than going to work enough to pay for my bills and whatever it is I do. Other than that, some people feel like that's enough. I'm trying to think what the other question I was going to say is. But I don't know what I was going to say. But anyway, I understand the importance of it.
Right.
If you want, your money to grow, if you want to be, like you were saying, financially
Stable.
independent
Financial.
and able to do what you want to do.
Right.
But that's the other thing I was going to say. Also, you got to remember that, especially you're a great example of that, is that everybody lives different means. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
what you need to live might be way different than what Tony needs to live.
Right.
So your life might be, I need to get this, that. I need 18 cameras. I'm looking at all these different cameras. I need all this stuff. Where Tony's life might be, shit, all I need is a 12-pack of beer and some 90s R&B, and I'm good. So
Man.
all I'm saying is I get where you're coming from, but the one part that I was saying earlier is that I think that, and this is in any topic, not just with money, I think a lot of times we all do it. We take what's important to us, to myself, and I can't figure out why you're not understanding how important it is to you, where it might not ever be important to you. Just because I'm all about financially being stable and financially being like this, that doesn't mean that Tony should be doing that, or wants to do that, or should be doing that. I mean, he might do the minimum.
And
just
I
to
don't
get by.
disagree with you there, but only thing I disagree with, not on the statement he made, I disagree with why you should know something about money, is because you don't want to get to the point where, yes, you're okay with being the guy that needs to buy a six-pack, right? And you're okay with working at your job and getting whatever it is.
Yeah.
But over time, inflation kicks in and things change. And now when you can't afford your six-pack and you don't know why, that's why it's important to know the bare minimum understanding. financial
But I don't think-
stability of money, because inflation and different things like that,
Yeah.
the economy change what you could buy today. If you bought something today in 1980, it would cost you this. Today, that thing is $7 more. Let's say seven. They say $7, but it's not truly $7 more.
I mean, I understand the fact that you as Kev have an interest in understanding that stuff.
Right.
So you can just double up your money and whatever your investments and stuff. And then there's other cats like me, maybe Eric.
Right.
We just put money in the bank if we can. I mean, some people can't. They check the check. But now we're at that I mean, obviously you're at that part of life where, I mean, you got to stack money away.
Right.
I don't need to understand money other than I need to understand when and how to spend it, because that is the downfall of a lot of people is the spending and knowing what you have and what you got champagne taste and beer money. That's you got to understand and stay in your lane. But for me, I don't want to know about investment. Now, if I had an interest in it, but believe me, I would have done it a long time ago. But to me, it's just a whole lot of math. I don't like math. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Oh, that's
whole
the
lot of
funny
fucking
part. You
math,
said the math.
man. It's too much math, bro. And I don't understand. I just need to put money away and know that come retirement, believe me, I would love to live comfortably, but I know that when my time comes, I'm still gonna have bills, and all I need to just manage until I check out.
So
That's it.
So real quick too, this might explain a little bit too about myself, and I'm not gonna speak for Tony, but I know Tony so he falls underneath the same umbrella. Tony, give me something real. Give me something real.
Yeah, cause this tastes like.
This tastes like, I don't know what this shit is.
Hey, y'all fucked up when y'all made this shit.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, there you go, Tony. Wait, why you got one? You didn't say
Brain
you.
is fucked up.
We just say get us all
He
one.
said, get us all one. He said, my brain is fucked up.
I'm sorry, y'all. We having a beverage break.
We having a
beverage
alcohol
break
problem.
here. We opened the wrong stuff. What I was gonna say is, kind of explains a lot. Where I know you don't see it like this because you're into investing and stuff like that. But I'm speaking about myself. I don't gamble.
Right.
I've never been a gambler, so
Right.
I'm the type that goes to Vegas and never puts a dime in a slot machine. I don't never want to go to the casinos and stuff. You know, I got friends and family love go weekly. I don't like doing this stuff. So when it comes to investing is gambling. I mean, when you're especially when you're talking about stocks, especially when you're talking about when you're talking about Bitcoin, you're talking about all this stuff. Because mind you, even though I say I don't like it, I still have some investments. I'm still on Robinhood looking at my investments. I'm still on the other.
I'm not advocating anybody get into the stock market.
Well, all I'm saying, I'm just saying as a whole. I'm just saying. So that's the reason why when people kind of come at me about, how are you making your money make money?
Yeah.
I hear you, and by all means, I hope you
Prosper.
prosper from it. It just ain't my game.
Right.
Because I'm just that type that, the few times I have, casino, going to the casino and gambled, which ain't a whole bunch of money, but say I lost $100.
Right.
The way I feel after I lost it, I feel like, and I've said this before, I said it to my wife, I said, why do we come up here and put $100 in this machine? I said, we could have just drove around the street and just threw money out the window.
Yeah.
Because basically, I feel like it was the same, and I probably would have been happier with that because
Yeah.
I would have been happy watching people pick it up. This just goes into a machine, so
I'm laughing at you because I'm thinking, you must forget I'm the one with you standing there not gambling.
Oh yeah. You don't go to the casino either. So what I'm saying is that that's where I kind of come from with the investing. Yeah, I do a little something here, a little something there. I'm just not big into it because it just doesn't. we get approached all the time by people who's actually doing it. We got friends.
Yeah, I'm
Including-
not asking nobody to invest. I might have came off wrong with you. I said understanding of money. I'm not asking people to invest. You got to do your own thing with your money and figure out how it's going to be
Right,
best
but
for you. Because 401ks, retirement plans, this and that, we all know there ain't going to be enough money, like you said, Tony, by the time we get done, unless you do have some lavish plan and you are making some crazy money. I'm just saying we don't, that's the conversation we don't talk about. And I was trying to figure out, we don't talk about it, and it's not just you and I. We don't talk about it. Right. I think we don't talk about it as like a general.
So
thing.
when you
term,
mention
we
when you're
don't talk
talking about like say retirement and stuff, you're right. We don't talk about it.
Right.
And I guess that for me, I let Tone talk for himself, but for me, I don't talk about retirement because I'm afraid to know the truth. I might be working forever.
And that's what I
even though I'm
That's what
eligible
they
for
do.
retirement in what we 8 years?
8 years.
8 years we're eligible for retirement.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're old enough, but as far as years in service, we'll be eligible for it. It's like, I know 8 years, I probably ain't finna retire.
Yeah.
I'm probably still going.
I don't think I can.
I don't know where I'm coming from a different spot.
I'm just
'Cause I
saying.
got 2 retirements coming. I'm gonna have.
Yeah, even at that, even though I will have some retirements and and all that other stuff, I don't think I can. I don't think it would be enough to pay my.
For what you spend, no, it wouldn't be
No,
enough.
and Eric, you would be unbelievable how much money I don't spend anymore and how much shit I don't have anymore. You would be man, stop looking around at the house. The house is an investment.
I can't help it. I got 20 cameras looking at me. That wasn't here last week.
And they're all
Yeah,
old.
Kev.
Look
And
at
I noticed the
'em.
car sitting out in the driveway, which makes me think, I forgot to ask you, is there something else sitting in the garage now?
No, there's nothing else in the garage.
Is there something else
I got
sitting in the
tags
garage?
today. I got tags today.
So that's why your car put the car out?
My car's out because I wanted to go get my tags.
So there's not another car, because you like to secretly put another
No,
car.
no, I don't got it. I ain't got no. No car. No car. No car.
You invested
I-
in a
I-
Lambo?
No, I consciously set out months back to cut down my expenses. One, and
This
I wanted
fucker's
to
got
reduce
a
my
room full of
footprint.
tennis shoes.
I do, but I haven't. No
A
tennis shoes have been
room
bought in the
full.
last 2 years.
I don't know. That's just.
So we're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go.
You know what, man? I mean, it depends
you know
on when
what?
you started.
So
I gotta
we
challenge that. I gotta challenge that.
we gotta kill the.
I gotta challenge that. I know you bought a pair of shoes in the last 2 years.
I can't
Kevin,
think of-
you've bought a pair of shoes in the last 2 years.
not like Jordans. You talking about those, right? Like those type of shoes.
But
I'm
you've
not
bought
talking
other
about-
shoes.
I'm like, for some slides. I got these.
So you ain't bought no sneakers.
Jordans. No Jordan sneakers
No.
that I normally buy.
Sneakers.
Sneakers like that I normally buy. I'm talking anything over.
Are we being truthful?
See right
I'm
there?
being truthful.
So we being
$40, $50.
truthful.
See right
so
there?
We, so we
You
talking
done
to,
fucked up.
So we
I can't think of
are we
anything I
being
buy.
truthful right now?
I'm being truthful. I can't think of
So
the shoes I buy.
you're telling the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
So since we telling the truth right now,
I can't remember a pair of shoes I bought.
okay.
You might be right,
Okay,
but I can't remember.
but if we're
Right.
telling the truth right
Right,
now,
right.
because we're all on the truth.
Right.
Remember, we telling the truth.
Right.
How many pair of tennis shoes do you have? Because this is a question he never answers. We're being truthful.
Wow.
I would say.
We're being truthful.
I would say on the Jordan side.
No, I didn't say that. I said,
Sneakers.
how many pair of sneakers do you have?
Sneakers.
Somewhere about 300 and something pairs. It might be
What's the
two
next
something
topic?
now.
What's the next topic?
I'm giving a lot away. Maybe two something.
Ain't nothing like
I still,
350.
and I think he's giving something that he's not gonna be. He's giving you a number that he's not ashamed of. And realistically speaking, I believe it's higher than that.
I gave a lot of
Fucking
shoes.
Kev, talk your
I gave
shit.
a lot of shoes away. I gave a lot of shoes away, but I do. One time, one of these times, y'all, I'm gonna take a picture of a closet. You can see what he's talking about. I do have too many damn pairs of shoes.
Next topic. Talking about. Well, we know you about to say something. You gonna get into something else?
No.
You gonna end it up the money thing though?
No, we ended on the money thing. I just like I said, I want people just to start paying attention to their financial surroundings.
I understand-
That's all I care about.
I understand what
'Cause
you're saying.
I'm starting to pay mine attention. That's all I'm
There
saying.
at the end, when you threw in the your TSP and all your all your different. Is that what you said?
Oh, Jerry, your
What did you?
401s and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Your 401s and all that stuff. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm getting to that point.
Because we
No.
don't.
Yeah.
Because we don't speak on that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm always if there's a problem, I'm always open to speak on it. But I just you know, it's one of them things that we don't talk about
A lot of things, but I'm just
exactly.
saying.
We don't talk about a
why
lot
I'm
of
saying
things,
that
but
is
if it
we're
becomes an issue, then
we
we
get into
bring
the
it up.
maybe 15 years, maybe 16 years, whatever it is. We get into the point where we're gonna be unemployable of real money, like some substance money, like you can make some real
I've
money.
already come to that
and I've come to that conclusion. Like, okay,
Yeah.
so what has to happen? So I'm saying to those who listen to us, it might be time for y'all to look at your own financial situation and start discussing your financial future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nobody worries about it until it's time. That's
No,
the thing.
most of us
Too
worry
late.
about it's too damn late.
That's too late. That's
Too
true.
late.
That
So
is
that's
true.
why I wanted to mention it, just to throw that out there and say, shit, let's
Man,
get it.
I'm stressing like a motherfucker.
Well, I know that one thing I got going for me is I got knock on wood, but it goes both ways. Is we got my wife retiring and me retiring, so that's two. We got two retirements coming into the household,
Yeah.
which which does help out a lot, which helps out more than a single person. But at the same time, it's probably still not enough. But we'll see. We'll see.
Let's see.
I mean, that Bitcoin shit, bro. I'm just saying, I was all hype about it and shit. I put that little money down on there and it doubled.
Your Robert Hood, you
Man,
was all excited.
I thought I was the shit, bro. I was like, damn. Matter of fact,
Got
I was
$5
looking to put more in there, right? So
Right.
I was just about to do it. And just being lazy, I didn't do it. And that shit dropped now. And shit, I didn't even look at it today. But I'm sure I quit
The
looking
stock
at it.
market is very volatile, bro. You got it's good when it's good and
What
the bad
that
when
mean?
it's bad.
There you go. What that
right.
mean?
I'm gonna jump off this subject, and this subject I ain't gonna let us talk about no longer than 2 minutes. But I seen it today and it just irritated the shit out of me, and it's not the person that irritates me; it's the whole thought of the process. Okay, so I'm looking at Yahoo, and I see it says Donald Trump says he'll be back in the White House in August this year.
August.
This year. And I'm like, what the fuck? How is that? And what the article I read, and don't hold me to Bible on this, the article I read basically says they are trying to, say that the miscount and voter fraud and all that other stuff, that he could put himself back into office. And I'm thinking to myself, is that even feasible? Can you really do something like that?
I think that's over. That
Yeah.
part is over now.
It's a wrap. You swore me in. It's a wrap.
I think
That's what I think, right?
yeah, it's over. Yeah,
They
I mean,
just
that part is done. That part is done. Now, him running again is starting to sound more and more like a
Oh yeah, he coming
reality.
back.
It's a troll. And people are just trolling.
But I'm just saying, that don't even sound feasible. Okay, I just want to
Yeah,
is that even possible? Can you do some shit
I
like
hate it.
that?
It's just a bunch of trolls just trying to keep his name out there. People, it's a rap. Y'all delusional. It's a rap. It's like the cult waiting for
Can't accept losing.
it's like a cult waiting for like some messiah to come back or some shit. Like the fuck.
Man, Trump ain't the Messiah. That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure, but that's a cult like symptoms.
It's just I don't even want to
No,
talk
ask
about
that
that.
question. I just want we gonna push
You,
on. We gonna push on.
Speaking of trolling, I know we talked about it a little early. I mean, last week I think, but just to hit on it real quick. So Kwame Brown,
Yeah.
he's still speaking on certain folks, and then Stephen A. I think from last time, Stephen A. Smith finally said he came back and
Yeah,
said
he had a
his
little
part.
show on it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did his part. Do you think that Kwame's doing this just because he had his YouTube show, and everybody knows that you say crazy things about crazy, especially when you're somebody famous.
Yep.
So he's already he's got some type of following,
Yeah.
and then he says crazy stuff about people who have big followings, and it gets out there. So now all of a sudden Kwame is sitting there with
More followers.
yeah, he got hella followers now,
Right now.
including me. I start following him.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah. That's what you do it for. I mean, who knows?
do you think that's what you think that's is that really what it's
I
about?
think it's about getting his followers up.
Because he got personal, huh, Tom?
Put
Yeah.
his
But
hands
yeah.
on talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, but you also got to understand that he's getting back all the fucking hypocrites, all the people that were, that had words for him.
Exactly. He was the ass of everybody's joke for a long time.
Now he coming at him.
And now it's like, because I'm telling you the truth. Me not knowing Kwame Brown like that,
Right.
all I know of is, I remember him in the NBA, but all I knew of him is basically the ass of all the jokes.
He flopped.
After you start hearing him talk and you start, seeing what he about, you kind of like, damn, it's a whole different. That's not the Kwame I thought that he was. Y'all keep on talking shit if y'all want to. It sounds like he about to put hands on somebody.
Yeah, that's the impression I get. He
And,
ready to put
and it
hands
sounds
on
like don't
somebody.
nobody want no smoke with him except
No,
for
they
Matt,
all
except for Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes is like,
Matt
Yeah,
that.
but
Barnes
you
is
forget
a-
Matt Barnes drove.
Yeah, he about that.
he
Matt
drove
Barnes about that.
thousands of miles
That's
just
what
to
it sound like.
just
My
to
rap,
handle
like,
somebody.
Let's just handle it. You want to handle it? Let's handle
Now,
it.
Matt Barnes got to be the meanest light-skinned cat I know.
We
No.
out there. We
You
out
know
there.
what? Terrence is there.
We out there.
No, not you, nigga.
We out there.
Terrence, the actor. Terrence, what's his name?
Which one?
The one that got kicked out of Iron
Oh,
Man.
Terrence
and-
Howard.
That's a mean nigga. Is it Terrence
Terrence
Howard?
Howard?
Is it not?
Yeah, he got kicked out of Iron Man. I remember he was in Iron Man. He got kicked out.
Yeah, then they replaced him with what's his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he was talking
Yeah,
that
nobody
money.
wanna- a lot
I
of
think he
people
might have
wanna
talked
work with
that
him.
money talk, and they were like,
But he-
we'll get the other guy.
He a mean light skinned cat too. But
Like,
yeah, Matt Barnes, ain't nothing else about him yellow. Because he about that smoke.
They can make
hey,
some.
Matt Barnes, he get that ass. He
Get
was-
in the
yeah,
ring.
that's
Get
what
in the
Matt-
ring,
he said we
shit.
do- Didn't he tell me we can do it on the podcast? If
Yeah,
we
he
want
said
to?
we can do it before the podcast, after the podcast, it was whatever. But yeah, so
Testosterone getting thrown
Barnes.
about, little
There you
egos
go.
thrown about. Everybody can fight, kind of thrown about.
He from Sacramento too.
So he ain't apologizing like my man Joe.
Well, he did say that they're not about bringing brothers down. That they're the total opposite. This is a place where we try to uplift brothers and stuff. He's saying so. He did. I don't know. I guess it's apology, but it's kind of like he didn't mean for it. To come across like that. But he did make it clear. However you want to do it, he says, come on. He invited them to come on to to their podcast.
Their podcast, yeah.
And tell his side and stuff. And if you still feel like that you want to get them up, then we can do that too.
Okay, what was the smoke about? Why was Kwame upset with Matt Barnes and
It was all
and
in the
Jackson?
It was all with
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, the interview.
Mm-hmm.
They had brought up something about him, and they cracked the joke. I mean, I listened to the interview. I can't remember exactly, but they cracked the joke. It wasn't no more than what we usually hear. People talking shit. But I think it was more about how. Told you should have chimed in because I know you. I heard it from you too. When he's talking about, he felt like, well, first of all, you were talking about the money. How he felt like people was keeping, taking money from his. How was it? So basically,
who is that?
I'm talking about Kwame felt like people was because of certain.
Taking money from him, or
Nah, because of certain wasn't allowing him to because of the way people were treating him and speaking on him and stuff.
was
It
being
wasn't.
proper. He wasn't
It wasn't
getting-
allowing
he
him to
wasn't
make
getting
as much
just dues. She's
making
like
the money
appropriate
that he
amount of
could have
get
been
his
making.
sponsorships and
Right,
all
right,
that
right.
Well,
stuff.
he couldn't be getting the money that was getting.
Oh, I
But it
got
kind of started as a. It kind of started as a. They were talking about how hard. I think Gilbert Arenas was kind of speaking on how you're picked by number one by Michael Jordan,
Right.
and they were talking about it was probably one of the worst situations for a young kid. Michael Jordan putting all that pressure on you, and then he's not the most likable motherfucker. He ain't nice. He's on you, and
He got high expectations, man.
yeah, and then how he, he's probably, if not, I mean, he is the greatest player ever.
Right.
He might not. That doesn't make him a great teacher.
Yeah.
No.
So exactly.
No.
So he's probably not the best person to be teaching basketball, but at the same time, he's the best player ever to play it. So
Right.
when you're bringing kids, you got to be able to. 'Cause that's basically what he was. He was a 17-year-old kid
Right.
who was drafted number one, and it just was a bad situation. It was just a lot for him to take on. So nobody ever takes on that part. All they ever take on is he was a bust, and he's saying that how am I a bust? I made over his time. I forget how many million, 60 million, 40, whatever it was.
Right.
So many $1 million. You know, he played for umpteen years in the NBA. How is that?
Yeah.
How is that a bust?
Right.
And you played in the NBA too.
That's what I'm saying. He played in the NBA for umpteen years. How is that a bust?
That's not. That can't be.
So,
That's not how they look at it. If you're the number one pick, they expect you to produce.
yeah, but he
certain
was
numbers,
saying.
but he that's wrong.
But what he was saying,
Man.
he's always that ass to that joke.
Right.
And it's like, you know, all you people was kicking. Now I'm coming for y'all. Now, you know,
That's right.
coming for all y'all. Now we got cease and desist and stuff like that.
Damn, you sent cease and desist letters?
Charlemagne did.
Man, I think
Damn.
that's a little pussy.
That
That's
is
all right.
pussy,
That is pussy.
especially from Charlemagne, who talks. You know, now
Mad
I
shit.
know. You know, and don't get me wrong. I listen to Charlemagne, but now that he's all righteous and everything, you know, he's a total different person. Where, you know, we don't forget. You were the one. You were the messy one. You were the one that we tuned into every day.
Hear that
See,
bullshit.
to hear you, talk that shit, get somebody upset to the point where they damn near want to hit you or, you know, fight you or whatever. And so you were that person who did all this stuff, and now when somebody turns around and talks shit to you, it's a cease and desist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
It's
wasn't
like,
asking for no cease and desist when Birdman was coming at his ass.
he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. NBA, that's some weird shit. Like you actually you're the percentage that made it.
I mean,
know what I mean?
that's the hard part. Think about it. He made it to the NBA. I mean, that's
No, he was a number one pick.
incredible.
in the NBA.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Who else
You
was
made
in
it
that
to the
draft?
NBA.
I wonder who
Then
else
you
was
go
in
to
that
be the
draft.
number one pick. So come on, man. You that's more than incredible, right? So he did what he was supposed to do, but the fact is, his numbers of what they wanted out of him, it never, came out to be that. It just.
But okay, this is
coming out of
this
high
is good. This
school.
is good because we were just talking about this. I was talking about this with somebody else, but we was talking about what's my boy's name for me and the dude at work was talking about this. What's old dude's name for New York right now? Randall. So
Laker.
Ex-Laker.
All right.
So Randall right now he's the what do they call it, the most improved player in the NBA. He got that award. He killing it. He's killing it right now. He's averaging. I don't know what he's averaging, but you know he's leading the team. They're in the playoffs. He's doing everything. He's doing everything that he should be doing as a leader.
Right.
Points, everything, all around game. Right. As a Laker, he was horrible. As a Laker, he was
Just
not
wasn't
putting.
producing, yeah.
He wasn't putting up them type of numbers.
Right.
He was nowhere near those type of numbers. So it just shows you that, in my mind, it just shows you that certain systems, if you're put into a system that's not for you, you're not going to be productive.
Right.
Everything is about being put in the right situation. I mean, you can look at it in life in general.
Right.
Right.
Right environment will make you thrive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now he's in a different environment. He's the same person.
Uh-huh.
He ain't different. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was when he came out of college. He was who he is. He was a bad player.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Right.
I mean, to get to the NBA, you have to be awesome. You got to be that good.
You gotta be good. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, he was always good. It's just that he probably wasn't in the right situation. And
Hey, I believe that. I believe that with all. You're right. I mean,
so
no matter what it
Kwame could have been a superstar.
If he went to a different
Well, not in that
Playing in
environment.
exactly
Like
in a
Gilbert
different
Arenas was saying, not
a
in that
different environment.
He couldn't be. So much pressure was put on him to
Just think,
overachieve.
just think if he would have been like with the Spurs,
Right.
and he would have somebody like a
A Tim Duncan. Or
yeah,
somebody
that's
mentoring him.
also kind of like laid back.
Right. Right.
And so you got that type of person that's teaching you and that's mentoring you.
Yeah.
He probably would have been a way different person than being Michael Jordan's first pick
Yeah.
for the new team that he owns, and
Yeah.
you got all that riding on you and shit, and then he's shitting on you every chance he get. He ain't
No,
giving you
know
no
Mike will
props.
Shit on you.
So it's like,
Everything we heard, Micah shit on you. Micah shit on you quick. Well, that's unfortunate, but the bottom line is Kwame. I hope he does get the success that he's due. But I feel that the man, if they was talking shit all them years, they got to pay the price now. And the man's got his platform to speak. Here he come. Here he come.
Yeah, but this.
You think it's 15 minutes of fame? You think he's gonna be done after this?
Maybe, but
I don't.
We gonna talk some shit on the way.
But it's only entertaining if he's got targets. When you run out of targets,
He got a lot of targets. There's a lot of motherfuckers talk shit about Kwame Brown.
yeah,
And
he
might
hasn't
jump
got
on
to him
Jordan
yet.
shit. That'd be like the most entertaining shit.
Oh, if he gets on
Jordan.
if he gets on MJ,
Ooh, shit.
he
That'd be
might.
good. That'd be
He
some good
might.
shit.
He can run that for another week or so.
He could run that.
On just
That
on
would
MJ.
be nice.
It'd be interesting.
That'd be
wouldn't it?
crazy.
He just went in on Jordan.
Yep. What does he got to lose?
Hell,
It's not like he
nothing.
working for the NBA. It's not like he doing stuff right now. So why kiss MJ's ass?
Yeah,
I heard that
Ooh, that'd be that.
Be nice. Let's hear some truth on him.
Yeah, let
Hey,
MJ have it.
Hey, we throw a little shout out at you, man. Get into that Jordan shit.
Think about it. There's a lot of people sitting on Michael
wanna know
Jordan
about Jordan
stores
shit.
and they gonna talk about it.
never gonna
They're
talk
like,
about
oh,
him.
I ain't.
The fear of Jordan.
They don't want that.
That motherfucker out of the NBA, they still fear that motherfucker. They still fear Jordan.
I mean, for now, he's just let them folks have it. He's got the platform and let him have it. You talk that shit, and now it's my turn. I got the platform. I got the followers.
He was minding his own business too.
Yeah.
Oh,
They came.
They just
Kwame. They came at him.
Oh, after this new shit is all them coming at him when he was out.
Kwame didn't come at them. It was the Gilbert Arena.
Interview, he just started talking about it.
Say his name.
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas. It was his interview that
set it
started
off.
all this shit
Yeah.
going and shit.
Ah,
And then Stephen A. Smith and them jumped in, and
the girl jumped in because he came at her.
Jamel Hill, hers
Jamel.
was like just a little something. They could watch that real quick, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's on him for a little bit, but I don't know how long that's gonna last though. But if it's a back and forth, that's different. Back and forth, you can keep going on for a while. But if he lets them have it and they have no reply, who knows how long this is gonna last?
Well, it is what it is. I mean, hopefully the brother gets some get back, get his money. I mean, if he basically saying that they heard his
got his cash.
I forgot the word it is for what it is, but they said with your earnability, when you're able to earn so much.
I guess he was just saying that it's just fucked up that they talking so much shit about him, and the thing is that he had the opportunity to make more or to be somewhat more successful, but because everybody decided that that's who they wanted to pick on, that was that. So it was a joke around the league. It was kind of like, you're gonna pay. How much you gonna pay? How you pay Kwame Brown? Now he don't do shit. He don't do. And everybody joke. In reality, it's kind of like not in the same situation because he's way more, I think, more productive than Kwame. But what's my man's name that he played for the Lakers. He played for Golden State, the big center, light skinned brother, big light skinned cat. Remember he played for Golden State. Then he went to the. And Shaq used to,
JaVale McGee?
JaVale McGee. So you remember how Shaq used
Shaq
to
and a
just
fool,
dog him
talking
out
shit.
all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah.
And see, the part that I think Shaq came to realize, that's why Shaq left him alone, the moms got involved. When you're doing that, somebody like Shaq is doing that,
Yeah.
you're making him to be a clown.
Right.
So everybody else starts joining in on the joke.
Right.
So while JaVale McGee's trying to make money, he's trying to,
Yeah.
maybe negotiate a new contract. Shaq's on there talking about, look at this clown. Look what he's doing, this and that. He's pointing out to the public. And so people, even if the team did decide to pay JaVale McGee, so-and-so amount of money, the public's going to be like, why are we paying this clown this money? We could be spending. So you're fucking up his earnings. And that's kind of, I think that's how I took it. That's how
That's
kind
sort
of
of
what
like how they do lawsuits,
Kwame
right?
was
When
saying.
somebody gets injured, like you get injured, they look at your future earnings and they say, well, you will be able to make this much money over the years, and then they calculate growth and all that shit. And
Yeah,
then
but
they say-
that's an
then
injury.
then they say, okay, we're gonna sue for this much. In this case,
Yeah.
what they're doing is saying, okay, if he would have just been a regular average dude doing average numbers and with no
As a
public-
7-footer,
as a 7-footer,
first round
he would have made
choice.
around this much money. While you talking shit about him, you cut his earnings.
And the problem with it is the
Yeah.
injury is something that you're not
Right,
You're not in
yeah.
control
No
of.
control of, but you got
This
some
is
shit.
somebody. This is somebody who, like they say, another brother
Yeah.
that should be helping you. You know,
Uplift
Uplift you.
more money.
they putting you down,
Right,
and
right.
that's affecting my money.
Right.
So,
Earning
and
ability.
and he's not doing nothing. It's not like he's doing nothing nothing bad to
Right.
deserve
He
that.
was quiet. He didn't even
I didn't
say
do
nothing.
shit to you. Why are you treating me
Yeah,
like?
he's just playing
Right,
the game.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
like
get that.
It's like Kwame Brown. It's like if you change his reputation. I mean, he's a kid.
Yeah.
How was he? 17?
Yeah.
It's a
Tell me he was a
kid.
kid. He was a kid.
With some skills and went straight to the NBA. He got some.
They
and
all
then,
want
and
Kevin
then
Kobe Bryant.
you're
Kevin
not
Garnett.
gonna get
That's
it.
what they
You're
want.
not, you're
You're
not
not
gonna
always
get.
gonna get Kevin.
You're
You're always
not.
gonna get Kevin Garnett.
You're never gonna get another Kobe. You're never gonna get another MJ.
Yeah, I know.
You might. You're not even gonna get a LeBron.
No.
You won't have no bird. There ain't no birds out there. You ain't have no McHale's.
Hey,
You're right.
bad boy. This ain't none of them because they tell me the white dudes play like that.
Oh, Reggie Theus.
That's why I kind of get upset when they're always trying to compare the two. It's compare anybody.
Yeah.
I keep burping because the beer ain't that cold.
It's not.
No, it's good.
It's that truly.
It's really good.
I mean, that.
But anyway, that's why I get upset when they always comparing like you're never going to have another Michael Jordan. We understand that.
Right.
You're never going to have another Kobe. So we took a Kobe and compared him to Michael when it should be we're not going to have another Michael.
Right.
Kobe, and now we're able to look at it. Kobe is Kobe. Michael is Michael. Same way with LeBron. LeBron James, we keep comparing him to Michael Jordan, and it's like, why do we do that when first of all, they're nowhere near the same
Physically,
player.
they nowhere near the same.
They're nowhere
player.
near the same. How they go about their game is different. It's different times. Michael Jordan stayed on one team for the most part.
Right.
One team.
Guard.
People don't do that no more. So it's like, quit comparing them to Michael Jordan. LeBron James is who he is. Now, I guess the problem comes in when you want to say who was the greatest player of all times. And even with that being said, it's hard to do that on a football team or a basketball team.
Yeah.
Those type of teams, it's hard to say who's the best player. Now, if you're a golfer, that's different because there's one player who plays the same position. They're golfers.
Yep.
They're doing the same thing.
Right.
When you're talking about a basketball team, Shaq does something completely different than Sam Cassell.
Yeah.
I went way back. You know what I'm saying? They do something
They're
totally.
like, who the fuck is Sam
I
Cassell?
know, but you know what I'm saying. The center
though.
does something way different than a point guard. The point guard does way different than a power forward. It's like, how can we say who the best player is when they play two different types of games? Now you can say who the best guard is,
Right.
who the best center is, who the best. But I hate when they try to compare Michael Jordan to. If there was any comparison to LeBron James, the closest comparison you could probably say would be like Magic.
Yeah.
Because Magic was a big point guard, even though,
A big everything.
yeah, a
Right.
big everything.
So was LeBron.
But he was a point guard,
Right.
But LeBron's not really a point guard, but he can play point.
He can play
But
point.
he's a big,
play
he's
three,
a big
play
player
four.
that can play every position.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's about the closest you can get. But still, you can't compare nobody to Magic because Magic is Magic.
No doubt. No doubt.
It's like comparing Tony to me. He'll never beat me.
How can I?
You couldn't.
Can't.
You can't.
You couldn't.
He's Tony,
No
I'm
way.
me. I'm like God. And he's like
You're like, who?
God.
You want to rephrase that?
I'm not.
Like,
No.
you missed
I'm
the word.
God-like.
How? You ain't got no powers. You over here belching. You over here burping. You ain't got no God power.
I'm just dumbfounded that your ass even would mutter those words.
There's a whole bunch of God-like gods.
Oh, there is like a African. Well, it's not a god. It's like a spirit.
No, I'm a god.
It's like a tarantula. I forgot what it's called.
You,
Somebody hit us up
you
in the
are
comments.
mentally something.
I'm
Yeah,
more,
like-
I'm more like a god than a spirit.
First of all, there's not gods.
There is gods.
There's one.
There's a whole bunch of Greek gods.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he's not one of them.
Okay.
There's no Greek gods?
Not that I know of.
Zeus and them.
Not that I know of.
You don't know Zeus and them.
I know who the Zeus
You,
is.
Zeus and them.
So how you gonna say there's no Greek gods?
I don't believe in Greek gods.
You ain't never heard of Apollo Creed?
I heard all of them. I heard of all of them, and there's one God. That's it.
Hercules.
What's his name?
God.
Yeah, I know there's a
Lord
whole bunch of
Jesus.
Greek, and I
Lord.
believe there's a whole bunch of African gods too.
I don't believe in none
And
of
there's
them either.
Hindu gods. There's all
None
kind
of
of
them.
gods.
God.
So
That's
wait. I know we're not supposed to talk about religion,
Yep.
but what makes your God better than everybody else's God?
Because he's the one and only God.
So
God.
Hindus
That's it.
don't got the right to say the same thing?
We all talk about God, just God.
No, they have.
No, they
God.
have different gods.
have
Ganesh,
gods.
they got
They
all
have
kind of
multiple
different.
gods, then we ain't playing to the same God. These gods.
All I'm saying is, what makes your God better than their God?
God, that's it. We ain't gonna get into this conversation. We ain't gonna even argue about this conversation.
I just wanted to answer.
I'm
What
telling
do
you,
you
telling
do?
y'all,
What
there's
do you do?
aliens.
God, that's it. And I ain't trying to explain myself
When-
to you about
I'm
God.
just saying.
Because it's just something I don't
Y'all
wanna
gonna
get
put those Bibles away when that alien spacecraft shows
There
up.
is aliens. Go. Obama said it.
Man, when those
Y'all need to cut
aliens
that
just
shit out.
start coming over
You didn't hear about the aliens?
I heard about the aliens.
So you don't believe in that either, I guess.
Do I believe in aliens?
Yes.
I don't believe we're the only thing in the world. No.
So you don't
In the
believe.
universe.
So you believe there's
Aliens.
aliens, but you can't believe that the Hindu God might be the same as
No,
your
I believe
God.
that God is.
Man, y'all ain't
So,
So
watching
how do you?
Ancient Aliens on the
Man,
TV
I
show?
believe God created everything, and I believe that there's other planets. So I know there's other planets. I know there's other places
Now-
that God created. So that makes the possibility of being aliens.
Now,
other people,
ancient,
other races,
ancient.
other something.
How you know God didn't create other gods?
How you know that those gods that for thousands of years them brought up actually were aliens?
Tony,
That's
man,
true. That's
we
true.
can let
That's
this
true.
go.
And it's the realest shit I ever
only
wrote.
believe
It's the
in
realest
one
shit I ever
God.
wrote.
That's it. We can. Your religion, your religion, your religion, your religion. We all
Ain't no
good.
religion, because when that
I'm just
spacecraft
speaking.
shows up on top of the White House like they did on Independence Day, y'all
Hop
are
your
gonna-
ass on it. Right out.
Huh?
Peace.
I'm gonna
Ain't
get
nothing I can do
Hey,
about
listen, I'm gonna get superpowers
If that
if I go on that
happens,
ship.
if it happens, it happens.
All I'm saying.
Y'all gonna put them Bibles away. I'm telling y'all.
All
right now.
I'm saying is that you have the right to believe in whatever God you
You
want to
do.
believe in.
And I said, for
I
me,
just
the
want to
aliens.
know. I just want to know what makes you so confident that you can say your God is the number one
belief.
God,
My belief.
and everybody else's
My
God is
belief. What I was raised on, my
is
belief.
bullshit.
What I read, that's it. That's how I feel. My belief. I'm not, dude. I am not gonna sit
Bro,
here
you
and
gotta
waste my
get.
energy.
Bro, you ain't gotta get all.
I wouldn't
what
waste
you,
my
What you
energy
getting all
to try to
puffy
convince
about,
you
bro?
to
You ain't get
believe
all
in
puffy
anything.
and shit with me. I just asked you a question.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't waste my energy to try to convince anybody to believe
He
in
got
anything.
pumped.
I'm not trying to, bro. I'm not trying
I
to
believe in
convince
what I
you.
believe in.
I'm
That's
not
it.
trying to get you to convince me.
Oh, okay.
I just asked a simple question because you was, you was quick to say, my God is this, my God is that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'll tell you what, my alien, my aliens
Oh,
will whoop all your
hey,
asses.
Lord, please, when you strike that man down,
That's
please
not-
don't let me be
that's
in the
not
vicinity.
lightning.
It's not gonna happen.
That's a laser beam.
I don't want to be in the vicinity.
I've already tested that. It don't happen.
Okay.
You know, for a long time, when I was a kid, I used to wonder. I was taught probably something close to what you was taught. I'm sure we were. And I remember cussing as a little kid, and I used to think every time I said a little cuss word that you got another step closer to hell. And I swore that you going to hell if you cuss, cuss, how you want to say it.
Nah.
And it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I never read that.
Nah, I didn't read it. That's what they taught me. You weren't allowed to cuss. Why not?
It's just honor your mother and father. Don't say nothing about you can't cuss.
They do say you can't cuss. Go into church and say a cuss word and see how people look at you.
I'm pretty sure it might be in there, but
Say, oh, shit.
But I ain't never known. Hey, I looked at a few pastors a few times, thought they was cussing when they was talking. Like,
They were cussing.
did he just cuss? Like,
So, but I'm just saying that, a lot of the things that we are taught growing up, especially religion-wise, a lot of stuff we are taught is mostly out of just trying to teach us. trying to
Scare
put
your
fear.
ass.
Yeah, scare us, exactly. Scare
Well,
us into
well,
being,
Tony-
being good.
Doomsday.
Tony and Eric,
kids.
here's something the hard thing for all of us to believe. First of all, you take a Bible that was written in one language, then it gets translated to another language. And you know how things go. You played the
Well, I
phone
don't
game
even want to
before,
speak on the Bible because
right?
Aliens.
Things move from people to people. They change. Who knows what was said, right? But you just have to have your belief in your faith.
See, here's my
That's what I have.
here's my belief. My belief is that I do believe that there's some type of higher something.
Higher power.
The more I think about it, I do think there's something. There's something. I don't know. You can call him God.
Yeah.
You can call him whatever. But there is something higher. It's just crazy how all this stuff is going on. But at the same time, like you brought up the Bible, I just think that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
I just think that religion is bullshit. I think that even if we choose a God, that's our God or whatever, even if you got the same God, that's all good. We believe in that God, we respect that God. But as far as soon as man gets a hold of it, which now it turns into religion, and they put it in the Bible, they their version of it, what they want you to do, because it's been changed 50 times. It's what man feels like we should be. I think that's when it turns into all a bunch of bullshit. Right. And when you go to, especially when you go to these churches and you listen to the stuff that some of them are saying, you just listen to it and you're just like, it's just crazy that you could preach that if you don't believe this way and you don't believe in this one thing, that you're doomed. That means everybody else outside our circle is doomed. And that's what I'm saying.
That's what they
and it
do.
ain't just Christianity that does that.
That's how they
Christianity, if you don't believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ,
religions do it.
yeah, you're going to hell. These people over here believe, if you don't believe in this, you're going to hell. If you don't believe in this, it's just crazy that you can't have a guy that lives out in the middle of nowhere who might not believe in, we use Christianity, who might not believe in Christianity, but has done nothing but positive shit their whole life. Nothing, just been wholesome, good person.
Yeah.
But if you ask a Christian what that person, what his future is, if he doesn't accept Jesus as his Lord and Savior, he's going to hell.
Right.
That's just crazy to me that.
Well, I mean, that's the whole part that's just hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? Is there parts in the Bible that I doubt? Of course. I listen to I read it and I listen. I'm like, this sounds like a fable. Like it ain't right. It don't sound right. But then there's also parts of the Bible that you read and you listen to.
They teach lessons.
You're saying it's a lesson you're being taught. Or
but that's what we should look at it as.
And that's the part you have to hold to, right?
To me, it's no different than the books we used to read when we were kids. Mind you, the literature is different.
Right.
But it's no different than Bill goes to the store, Susie goes to school, and at the end of the story, it's taught you a lesson about whatever the lesson, don't litter, clean up your room or something. These are just stories that guide you to your life. We all know Tony's going to hell because...
No, because if I don't believe in it, I ain't going.
You going.
No, I ain't going.
If anybody's going to hell, Tony's going to hell.
I don't know
I'm
that.
getting beamed up, dog. I'm out there.
Here this fucking going.
You know,
Wait. Even if we go with what Tony's saying about, because he believes in
aliens.
he's going to get beamed up with the aliens.
Yeah.
Wherever the bad part
Jim
of
Jones.
wherever the bad part of the aliens, wherever the bad aliens go,
Yeah.
that's where Tony going.
Right.
You going to the bad place.
So out here, bro.
So you got.
I'm so out of here, bro. I'm so out of here,
I'm just
bro.
ask you a question. You gonna drink the Kool-Aid and you hop on the
Nah. We're not doing this Heaven's Gate crap.
ship? I'm just whatever they.
No,
whatever
that's a
happens.
loony bin. They a bunch of
Oh, okay.
fucking loony bins.
I'm just making sure.
Whoa! Why are we calling them loony bins? We don't know that. How we know they're they wasn't true?
I'm not killing myself.
What about the cats
There
with the
is-
quarters and the
there is-
Nikes?
That's
I
them.
don't know.
That's
But-
them. That's
but
them.
Eric,
Oh, that's them.
just-
How we know they ain't
just
right?
to end my thing with
They
you
ain't
is to
right.
say, there is nobody on this planet that hasn't sinned, like you were saying, right? So I don't know where everybody gets a chance to judge another person and say whether they go to heaven or hell. There is nobody on this planet.
Yeah,
that
Eric.
hasn't sinned.
Yeah, you heard what he said? You heard what he said?
About judging people?
Yeah, judgy.
Well,
Right.
I'll be the first
So
to tell you I'm
I
not
don't think
perfect.
that we get a chance to do
But
that.
but in this, we need to get off of this. But,
Yeah.
But just as what you just said, though, you're right.
Yeah.
Who has the right to judge another person?
Right.
But we do understand that. I keep picking on the Christians. I was gonna say the church are some of the most judgmental people in the world.
Definitely.
They judge more than anybody else.
Well, that's probably the reason why me, personally, I'm telling you that I walked out of church and never walked back in it, right?
Going ahead.
That's what I'm talking about. Period.
Right.
Going
We
ahead.
leave it at that.
No,
See, Kevin just said he walked out of church, ain't never going back. Because
No,
ain't
I didn't
messing
say I
with
was
church.
never going back. I said I
get
never
you,
walked
but
back
give me some.
in it.
Give me some. Give me
I
some.
never walked back in
Give me
it.
some.
But I do read the Bible, and I do
hanging?
try to understand where I went wrong. And
So why
I
don't you
believe-
just jump on the ship with Tony?
I don't want to jump on no ship with Tony.
You might as well.
I was,
You
I
might
was
as
raised
well,
better
bro.
than that.
You might as well, bro.
So you was raised better than to get beamed up?
Yep.
So you can't get beamed
Hold
up.
on.
I didn't say that. I don't want to be beamed up.
Oh, wait, so you saying Tony wasn't raised right?
I'm just saying I
That's
hope
what it
that's not
sounds
what
like
he
to
believes in.
me.
I'm not going to say any further than I hope.
I'm just saying,
That's not
cuz
what
it sound like
really
you're saying
believes
Tony
in.
wasn't raised right.
I'm
That's
just
what that
saying,
sound like to
bruh.
me.
I'm just
Like I'm
saying,
not.
I don't
Nah, I
wanna-
ain't going there. I'm
If
not
you
doing
got
that shit
beamed
with
up,
Tony.
bruh, if you get beamed up, I'll be see you later, Tony.
I'll tell you what, if they show up, I'm acting like I knew it all the time. Like,
Man,
yep.
I'm trying
Just
to
like if Jesus show up, I'm gonna be like, I was with
He
you all the
gonna know
time,
you
bro.
lying, bro.
I'm
Hey, I'm gonna
trying
try
to tell
it.
you.
I'm gonna try it. I believe in you all the
gonna know
time.
you
I'm
lying.
like, but these two niggas.
Hey, he gonna know you're lying. He
Okay.
gonna know you're lying.
I'm telling y'all right
trying
now. Yeah, if you all don't pay attention to the ancient aliens that were here before, all the written
Tony,
languages,
man.
I'm trying to tell you, you don't know
How
that.
much time you spend
don't
investing
know?
in that bullshit? I really want to know.
You don't believe it?
But he talking
But
about
how do you
hieroglyphics
know,
and
though?
shit, but
How do
aliens
you
and
know?
whatnot.
How do you know?
I mean, I don't know what
How
I.
do you know?
I think there might be aliens. Don't get the tripping. Aliens could
No,
have came to this planet
I'm-
years
I'm-
ago,
no,
but I don't
I'm
think
talking
they
about-
are-
I'm talking about
God.
aliens that were here that the normal people here on Earth didn't understand and thought they were gods. Right? Yeah.
I'm with you, bro.
So
That beaming light-
All right, hold on. Let me
The
back up.
Asians might think,
Damn, I
oh
thought the show was
shit,
gonna
that's a
end.
dragon.
I thought the show was gonna end, but he done jumped into some deep shit.
No, we
Okay,
can end it.
Let me go. Not just knee deep. Let me just go right in here one more time. So you saying, just say 500,000 years ago. I don't know how far. Right. Back when there was. Are we gonna use your Zeus and Apollo and all them? Is that what you're gonna use?
You could probably use that.
I'm just trying to use.
You want to talk
using
about the Sanskrit and who wrote that?
whatever? So you're using these people, and those people were
People,
supposedly-
watch your mouth. Those ain't
Those
people.
were supposed higher powers,
Gods.
right? And the normal people didn't understand them, right?
They didn't
No.
understand what they were looking at.
What they were looking at. So, some point they got in a spaceship and cut out.
Who?
Who?
So,
Normal people?
bigger
The
than the
aliens.
normal. You didn't say it was aliens. You said they were.
Are we talking about the gods or are we talking about
That's
the
what
aliens?
you said they were. You said they were that. Those people cut out.
No. I was talking about
Did they
the
cut out,
gods.
though?
He talking about aliens.
No, I'm talking about you said they didn't understand. Tony said they didn't understand the
Maybe
higher
they
power
found it.
people.
Maybe
They
they went to
don't
another
underst-
place because this earth wasn't good enough.
That's what I'm saying. They don't understand what they were looking at. So,
So
they
what-
interpret it
so what
as
happened to those
being
people
a
that
sign
they
or a
didn't
god.
understand? They didn't understand what they were looking at. They looked at those people and what happened to
Yeah,
them.
and guess what they did? They put all they understood what they seen because first of all, if it wasn't at a certain age, they don't know if that's metal or some kind of alloy. So guess what? They just gonna assume it's a dragon or the gods.
Damn.
Right?
Okay, wait a minute, dog.
I'm telling you.
I'm
Next week, I'm
with
trying
him.
to tell you.
I'm with Tony. I'm with Tony. Whatever he just said, I stepped.
Whatever it is, motherfucking drink right here, it changed the whole game.
This motherfucker.
I'm just
I
telling
always
you.
say he don't know if that's metal or alloy.
We would walk around butt ass naked, and spaceship just showed up, and they be like, "Oh shit, gods."
Wait a minute, so
Gods.
you don't believe in gods, so you don't believe in Hercules?
I told you,
You don't believe in Hercules?
No.
Hera.
Crazy. You ain't saw the movie?
Man, what the movie got to do with believing in Hercules?
That's real shit, bro.
You don't believe in
Man.
the Rock?
Okay. Tony, you and the motherfucking superheroes.
The Rock played Hercules.
With the dude
Rock is the baddest person
Wow.
ever to
Superheroes.
walk on. You know, The Rock might be our next Messiah.
He might be the next president, but he ain't gonna be nothing
See?
else.
Are you crazy? The
ain't
Rock is like, there's nothing that he can do wrong.
The Rock might be the next president, but that's far as I'm going.
I think he
He
might
ain't
be
being
next
the next
Jesus.
He
The Rock
bald.
might be the next Jesus.
Can't be.
You know what? You know what's funny about
He
that?
follically
Is
challenged.
that how you just made that face when I said
I
The
know,
Rock might
see?
be Jesus? That's the same thing they did when Jesus Christ was
No, they
walking
did
this
not.
earth. There was
No,
a
they
whole
did not.
bunch of people like,
Nobody believed him.
nobody believed in Jesus.
No, they did not.
Get out of here.
No. There's a lot of people didn't believe
Exactly.
Jesus was who he
The
was.
same way
But
they're doing The
that's
Rock
not
right now.
That's not why.
That's the same way they doing The Rock right now.
Wasn't no dude drinking motherfucking Blue Moon told the rest of the people that Jesus is walking around here.
You don't know
and
what they was
he's the next
drinking.
Messiah.
That's
Nobody
only because
did
Blue
that.
Moon wasn't invented.
Nobody
then.
did that. Nobody did that.
The Rock, I think The Rock is, if he ain't the second coming, he's close. He's somebody
Second
important.
coming. What,
Ain't he over
Trump?
here?
He's somebody important.
He's
Biden?
already here.
Biden.
Clinton? Who
The
second
Rock.
coming?
The Rock.
To Obama? Who the second coming to?
To Jesus.
No.
See, there you go,
See, you're a doubter, bro.
brother. You need to expand your mind, bro.
you need Rock in your life.
No.
Son, you need to expand
Rock.
your
What
mind.
would
You
Rock,
need to open
what would
that
Rock
up.
do?
You,
What would-
you
what
need to
would
open
Rock
those
I think
doors.
y'all got rock in your life. That rock cocaine.
You know what? I ain't gonna. I'm gonna be real
Sometimes
with
I
you.
need to mellow out. Don't judge me.
That
love
rock,
rock.
cocaine. That got that rock cocaine
I
in
like.
your system.
I love Rock.
Did you chop
Rock.
it up, put it in the pipe?
Ain't nobody. Who smokes Rock? What is it? Rock? What is it? Crack? Who smokes that? Who does that? Is that still? Can you still get crack?
You still buy crack?
I don't even know. I don't even know nobody who sells crack. I know a lot of people who sell.
Weed.
You can say it.
I know some people who still
Have acquaintances.
indulge in,
A lot of
in
motherfuckers who
selling
sell
drugs.
weed.
I don't know nobody who sells crack. You know what's crazy about that is
Hell,
back in the
nobody
day
sells
when we grew
crack.
up. When we grew up, selling crack was like
Hottest fish grease.
was almost like a badge of honor.
Yep.
If you sold weed, you weren't making no real
Wasn't
money.
making no money.
Nowadays, weed is making all the damn money,
So many different flavors.
and I don't even know what happened to crack. I don't even know. Can you?
That's a question. Y'all, tell us, can you still buy crack?
I don't know if you still buy crack. I guess somebody's making crack somewhere.
Something
If he's a
that was cheap and
crackhead,
high.
if he's a crackhead and listening to this fucking damn show,
That's
he's about
Who
to
do you think
sell.
you reaching?
He's about to sell the phone for a hit.
That nigga said, who you think you reaching?
He's gonna sell that phone he's listening on
There's
in
gotta
the
be-
middle of this
There's
conversation.
got to be some people still smoking crack.
It's cheaper.
Because they got meth. They got meth. The motherfuckers be getting fucked up
Oh,
on
that's,
that.
the
That's
new
right.
crack.
That's the new shit.
New
That
crack.
meth, the motherfuckers be getting fucked up on that shit.
You can't do the straight
What's the difference between
cocaine.
meth and crack?
I don't know. Meth is not cocaine based, right? Meth is a bunch of different household drugs.
Is it?
Pine saw, motherfucking
Goddamn
liquid
cough medicine.
plumber,
Pine saw.
all
I've
that
always
shit.
said pine
Holy
saw.
It is all kinds of shit, right? Ain't it, Tony?
I remember when I used to think you sold drugs.
Yeah, well, I did.
No. I'm talking about like last week, couple weeks ago.
I did.
I just
I
think,
did.
I said, what this fucking dude? All I know is he always got something new. But he always say he going to work, but I don't never see him working.
He's Tommy.
He show up with cars and shit. I'm not even.
you.
Look, I'm not even. Look, I'm not even
Tommy
talking.
might have a
Come on, that
job.
was Tommy.
I'm not even talking about like cars that he rode around in. I'm talking about I need a moving van.
This nigga.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
You would show up in all kind of different shits.
Yeah, I don't care.
Whatever it is, he showed up with the shit and talking about, I got to hook up with my job.
You
But
a new
nobody
hustle
know where
man?
you work at.
Tommy.
I don't know what he doing.
Nobody knew. Listen,
I'll tell my wife he sells dope.
Tommy had to have a job.
You know what, Tony?
He had all his gear.
May you rest in peace.
We gonna let it
That's
go
right.
there because y'all accusing me of moving product.
No, you
You
said
just
you did.
admitted it.
No, I said I'm moving product, but not product like Now you got me with moving vans and Ferraris and
Okay.
all kinds of shit.
Talk your shit. Go ahead, man. Talk
But let's
your
go
shit.
ahead. Let's go ahead and end it. We're gonna end it. I do want to talk on real quick. I saw a movie this weekend.
Okay, let's hit that.
I saw what's that movie I saw, Tom?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead on
Army
Netflix.
of the Dead. That's-
Got that big dude in it from.
Batista.
Is that his name?
Did I watch that? Tell the
He
plot.
was
It's
Drax.
the big dude from what's the name of that damn movie?
Oh my God.
You know, I can't remember shit. The Avengers, the cats from the Avengers. What's that?
Galaxy.
Yeah,
Talking about the motherfucker, the planetary
Galaxy. The dude that's
Galaxy
big
into
buff
something
red
with-
dude.
Guardians of
Guardians
the
of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy, yeah.
The big
God
dude.
damn.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nerds.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Look who talking.
Okay, I did see it. I watched it too. I know
So
you're
you watched
talking
that?
about Yeah.
So, you know how I love zombies.
Right?
So I was watching that movie and something you said made me think about it.
Zombie was cool. The dude was in charge. I liked him.
Who was in charge?
The big
Yeah.
Oh
zombie
yeah.
was in charge. That one was on
So
charge. Yeah.
that was good, huh?
Yeah.
He was how the
That movie was good.
that's government's doing. Remember in the beginning? We don't want to spoil it, but that's the government doing. Because remember where he came out of, right?
Yeah.
And he-
Yeah.
I might have fell asleep. What are we talking about?
Holy
Remember the government
shit.
was shipping him
This the-
from one place
You
to
fall
the
asleep in the
alien.
beginning
He
of
was
it?
an alien. They have,
He was an alien.
Something 47. What's the area? 40, 57?
Oh, 51.
Oh yeah. The
Whatever,
beginning.
51. He comes out
And
of
when
that
they the
area.
convoy,
That's
Yeah,
where
they
he
passing
comes
by
out.
him going the
Yeah,
other way. Yeah.
He comes out
That's a
of that
good ass movie though. I know it's corny and stuff, but that's my type of movie.
What do you expect from a movie where they shut down Vegas?
Shut down Vegas.
It was good shit.
Just shut down Vegas and then somebody hires you for a heist.
That was a good ass movie.
Fuck it, I spoiled it. You should have watched it by now.
So,
Yeah, that was some
but
bullshit.
did you like it though?
It was all right,
gory.
but
It had gory shit in it.
Is that fucking tiger?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts.
That
'cause
shit was clean.
they should have had a zombie. I don't know why they don't do that more.
The zombie tiger.
And then he rode a zombie horse. The
Yeah.
horse was fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
movie
horse
fucked
was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff was good, bro. That shit scared me.
Wait
And
a
then-
minute.
Then they took the
That girl was pregnant.
Yeah.
And he-
The
that
one
means
that
they-
killed-
that's a zombie fucking.
They fucking. Oh, he still
Zombies
got a
fuck,
dick.
bro.
He still got a dick.
Zombies fuck.
There's a lot of motherfuckers just falling apart on the motherfucker. That was some bullshit. That was
Master
wild.
P like it's like.
I'm telling you, bro. That was some good shit.
I don't-
And
Get that
then
pussy.
they cut the head. Hey, he cut the head off his girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
alive too.
And the mouth keeps going.
She was coming for that head.
He threw, watch
fucked
your
it up.
mouth.
Yep.
Came for that head.
What?
See what he said?
We're gonna do
But
camera on the little
That shit
wing.
was good, though. I like that shit.
That's
Anyway,
crazy.
All right.
that's the movie I seen. It was good. Theaters open back up. Y'all plan on going to the movies?
Most definitely.
You're going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't going.
I'm
You
hoping
used
they
to
ain't
go
making
to the
enough money.
movies. Y'all used to go to the movies every once in a while, though. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to the movies.
There's some movies you just want to see.
If anything, the only reason it's going to make me get back out is just because to get back out.
I look at a big screen. That big ass screen.
I wasn't a movie person in the first place, though. I fall asleep at the movie like that.
But you fall asleep at home.
But at least I'm at home.
All right, my people.
Judging me, man. Don't be judging me.
I'm just telling what you do.
But you say it like it's so what? You ain't got to tell everybody I fall asleep at the movies.
You just said early in the show you
I
fall
know,
asleep.
but when I said it, it was kind of like it just went on over. You say it, it's kind of like
I had a
You
rebuttal
always
to that
fall
shit. He was like, I fall asleep. I go to sleep.
Well, I'm gonna conclude anyway. All right, my people. You get a chance,
about to
tune
shut
in.
the show down.
I don't know.
How long was that?
Too long.
Too long.
We didn't talk about nothing.
Anyway, you get a chance, tune in, subscribe, listen. Some days we on, some days we off. Some days we talk that crazy shit. Sometimes we start drinking a little earlier, and the shit get wild. But get stupid with us when you can. I'm sorry, E.
Yes.
You got anything you want to add, my brother?
No.
Tone.
Thanks for another sucky ass show, as usual.
Oh, you know what's crazy about that
Yeah.
is that
Sucky.
when he says that,
Yeah.
you know what he's saying?
Yeah.
He's thinking I don't know if it's me or you, but I say us. He's thinking us for another sucky ass show. Like
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 he
we
didn't
like
produce
all
our part.
that. Yeah, all that part was
glory.
Shut it down, Kev. Shut it
And
down.
on this side, we didn't
all
we didn't
stank.
pull our weight.
Shut it down, Kev.
Stank.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Shut it down,
Straight
Kev.
stank.
Shut it down, Kev.
he's starting to feel himself.
Yeah.
Shut it down, Kev. Yeah, like,
ain't-
subscribe, comment, let us know
Check in.
if you're
say
listening.
something, cuss the motherfucker
Please,
out.
you know,
It's all love.
Damn beige cats.
Peace.
we all over the place. Love you, Mom.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
We out here, man. I'm telling you.
Peace, my people.
All right.